Hi all and welcome to yet another Rewatch review. This time I thought we could shake things up and look at a horror movie in Tamil. Pizza. Pizza is a 2012 movie directed by Karthik Subbaraj, starring Vijay Sethupathi, Ramya Nambishan, Karunakaran, Adugalam Naren, Pooja Ramachandran, Bobby Simha and a few others. This movie was one of a kind horror film back when it came out and was praised for its soundtrack, camera work, lighting and the performance of the actors involved. Moreover, it had an iconic and jaw-dropping twist, which we will talk about in this rewatch review. So, spoiler warning to anyone who hasn't seen this film. The movie is set in Chennai, where the protagonist Michael is a pizza delivery boy at a restaurant. He and his wife Anu are struggling financially and get burdened with an unexpected pregnancy. Michael's boss Shanmugam has a daughter who has been possessed by the ghost of a little girl named Nitya. When Michael gets a delivery to a bungalow, he finds himself trapped there, which he at first believes is a house where some murders took place, but then turns out to be a haunted bungalow. However, in a twist at the end, it turns out Michael was making this whole thing up to steal some diamonds that his boss wanted delivered at his house. And then, in a second twist, Michael finally does end up going to a house which had all the descriptions of the fake haunted house that he made up. This is one of Vijay Sethupath's earliest movies as a lead, and those who watch this movie would absolutely agree that the movie depended entirely on his performance. He absolutely delivers on that too, carrying the whole movie successfully to the end. Karthik Subbaraj was a short film director before he got his entry into the industry through this movie, and it almost shows. This script was originally intended as a short film, and it shows as some of the portions can feel a bit dragged and unnecessary. The part where Michael is stuck inside the bungalow with three ghosts makes for a huge stretch of the film. It starts at the 40-minute mark and goes on till 1 hour and 15-minute mark. The lack of change of setting for a whole 35 minutes can feel exhausting to some, as it did for me back when I watched it for the first time, and even during this rewatch. Although, during the rewatch, since I knew most of the movie is taking place in this location, I was more prepared and I enjoyed it more. Even though knowing the twist ahead of time might take away from the rewatch experience, one compensated for the other. Apart from that, this movie is absolutely wonderful and makes for a great viewing experience. Vijay Sethupath's performance deserves one more mention as to a reason to rewatch this movie, and I give it a rewatch rating of 8.5 out of 10. Now let's talk about some details. Being that the nature of the film is Michael making up a story to fool his colleagues, there are many small details to be noted here. However, I am only covering 3 as per usual. When the movie starts, Michael taunts Anu and says it feels like he might be married to a ghost because of how much she is obsessed with ghosts. This is a foreshadowing to the lie he eventually tells about maybe Anu herself being his imagination or a ghost. The movie that plays in the background when Michael goes to deliver the pizza is Thillumulla, which is a 1981 movie starring Rajinikanth. Thillumulla also has a plot where the protagonist makes up a fake story to save face from his boss and then leads a fake life to convince him of the lie, much like Michael does in this film. Even the lyrics of the song that plays right before the power goes out is basically a song about how you need to lie and cheat to survive. The order that Michael is actually taking for the family is
one medium chicken delight, one chocolate fantasy, delivery,
which is 1 pizza and 1 ice cream. Even the ghost kid in his story seemingly eats the ice cream in his narration. However, when he supposedly pulls out the bill to look at the price, the order on the bill can be seen as 2 pizzas. This is not a mistake because 2 pizzas is the order that he ends up taking to the final delivery place.
2 medium chicken delight for delivery.
Okay, sir.
That's all I have for you this week. Let me know what you thought about this movie and like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.